Hello students, welcome to the new session. I'm Shane and today interpreting with me is Miss Shailaja. Every day people go to the market to buy many things like vegetables, soaps, toothpaste, masala, bread, notebooks, etc. If we make a list of the goods that we purchase, it would be long. There are many kinds of markets that we visit for our everyday needs. These can include shops, hawker stalls in our neighborhood, a weekly market, a large shopping complex, and perhaps even a mall. People get agricultural products from street vendors, small shops, etc. In recent times, farmers have been selling their fruits and vegetables in Raitu Bazaars. In this session, we will look at some of these markets and try to understand how the goods that are sold reach buyers, who these buyers are, who these sellers are, and the sorts of problems they face from the topic Trade in Agriculture Produce from Class 6 Social Studies. Learning outcomes. You will be able to understand different types of trading. Define trading. Classify the lifestyle of vendors. Understand the investment sources of vendors. Differentiate between the types of traders. Keywords. Wholesale traders. A trader who collects goods from producers and then sells them to the retailers for final sale. Retail traders. A business that sells directly to the public from a store. Market. A market is a place where goods are bought and sold. Raitu Bazaar. It is a type of farmers' market in the Indian states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Trader. A person who buys and sells things. Buyer. One who buys something. Concept map. Street vendors. These vendors sell vegetables or fruits on the streets. These street vendors buy products from the wholesale market. Street vendors lead a very difficult life and are chronically in debt. Since they borrow money from money lenders, a considerable part of their earnings goes towards paying interest. Also, they do not have any facilities to preserve the unsold vegetables. In contrast to this, big traders have cold storage facilities and godowns. They can also borrow money from banks at low rates of interest. Weekly market. A weekly market is on a specific day of the week. Weekly markets do not have permanent shops. Traders set up shops for the day and then close them up in the evening. Then they may set up at a different place the next day. There are thousands of such markets in India. People come here for their everyday requirements. Many things in weekly markets are available at cheaper rates. This is because when shops are in permanent buildings, they incur a lot of expenditure. They have to pay rent, electricity, and fees to the government. They also have to pay wages to their workers. In weekly markets, these shop owners store the products at home. Most of them are helped by their family members and hence do not need to hire workers. Weekly markets also have a large number of shops selling the same goods, which means there is competition among them. If some traders were to charge a high price, people would move to another shop where the same thing may be available more cheaply, or where the buyer can bargain and bring the price down. One of the advantages of weekly markets is that most things you need are available in one place. Whether you want vegetables, groceries, clothing items, or utensils, all of them can be found here. You do not have to go to different areas to buy different things. People also prefer going to a market where they have a choice and a variety of goods. People get agricultural products from street vendors and small shops. In recent times, farmers have been selling their fruits and vegetables in Raitu Bazaars. In this session, you will learn about how some of these functions. Selling vegetables on streets. In towns, many vendors have a permanent place. Some were hired either by the municipality or the private shop owners. Some also sell vegetables on the pavements, paying a small amount to the panchayats or the municipality. Raitu Bazaar in Telangana. Most agricultural goods like grains and pulses are sold directly to the wholesale merchants. Small traders buy these goods from them to sell them to the consumers. However, there are few markets in which the producers directly sell their goods to the customers. Raitu Bazaar is one such market. Some difficulties faced while using Raitu Bazaar. It is difficult to get a good space to sell vegetables. There is insufficient space for parking vehicles. Also, the farmers from distant places are not able to benefit from these markets. Shops in the neighborhood. We've seen the weekly markets offer a variety of goods. However, we also buy things from other kinds of markets. Many shops sell goods and services in our neighborhoods. We may buy milk from the dairy, groceries from departmental stores, stationery, eatables or medicines from other shops. Many of these are permanent shops, while others are roadside stalls such as those of vegetable hawkers, fruit vendors, mechanics, etc. Shops in the neighborhood are useful in many ways. They are near our home and we can go there on any day of the week. Usually, the buyer and seller know each other, and these shops also provide goods on credit. This means that you can pay for the purchases later. Shopping complexes and malls. So far, we have seen two kinds of marketplaces. Weekly markets and markets in our neighborhoods. Other markets in the urban area have many shops. Popularly called shopping complexes. These days, in many urban areas, you also have large, multi-storied, air-conditioned buildings with shops on different floors known as malls. In these urban markets, you get both branded and non-branded goods. Chain of markets. In the previous sections, you've learned about different markets from where we buy goods. From where do you think shop owners procure their goods? Goods are produced in factories, on farms, and in homes. The people between the producer and the final consumer are the traders. The wholesale trader first buys goods in large quantities. These will then be sold to other traders. In these markets, buying and selling take place between traders. It is through these links of traders that goods reach faraway places. The trader who finally sells this to the consumer is a retailer. This could be a trader in a weekly market, a hawker in the neighborhood, or a shop in a shopping complex. In this session, we've looked at shop owners in a weekly market and those in a shopping complex. Small traders with little money to run the shop, whereas the other can spend a lot of money to set up the shop. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to Ashray Akriti.